Hey lovelies, welcome to session 21 of our 30 summer sessions. Today is going to be a core strengthening session. So the core is around the front and the back of the body. You can grab a weight as well if you want to use a weight, or a tin of beans, or even a bottle of water. And if not, you can just use your body weight. So let's come down onto something soft. And if you've got anything going on with your knees, you might want to put pillows under your knees. And we're just going to start by spreading our hands out about shoulder width apart, coming onto our knees, and our knees in line with our wrists, knees in line with hips. And we're just going to drop the belly towards the floor and lift up the chin. And then we're going to push the hips forwards, arch the back, tuck the chin in. We're going to inhale, open the body, lightly pressing down into the hands and the feet. And then exhale, tuck the chin in, look towards the belly button, push the shoulder blades up. So the inhale, rib cage drops back up, looking up, draw the shoulder blades together. And on the exhale, push the hips forwards, push your shoulders up towards the sky. One more of these. Inhale. Exhale, soften the jaw. And then just make some circles with your hips. So sit back and then coming forwards. Just being mindful how much pressure you're putting in the hands, and try and spread your body weight out evenly in both the hands and the fingertips and the thumb tips. And you might click and crack. It's very, very natural for this to happen. It's just releasing old energy and then changing direction. Might have just heard my knee there going click. And just soften your teeth and your jaw and your eyebrows. Okay, then come in to neutral. Let's just take a little child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, maybe reach the hands forwards, face the forehead towards the floor, and maybe you rock side to side and just inhale, open the lower back as before, and then keep breathing in all the way up to the shoulder blades. Spread the palms wide. You might be rocking your head side to side as well. So just being gentle and intuitive. And then come to stillness. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, we're going to start today. We're going to tap the left toes out. And you can stay with this. Left knee comes in. Tap the left toes back. Or you can extend your right arm out. And then in and tap. Now you can keep the foot off the floor if you like. You don't have to tap the floor with the toes. So you can lift up, point the toes down, reach the arms forwards. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, you don't have to put the hand on the floor. You can bring the hand to tap the knee. So I inhale to open and I push through my back heel. Toes are pointing down. And then I exhale, I breathe out as the knee comes in. A micro small bend in my front arm, so I'm not collapsing in my wrist. 2 more of these. You can be on your knuckles if you prefer as well. Slower you move, the more you're going to strengthen and activate your core muscles. Okay, bring the hand down, bring the leg down. So slightly shifting over to the other side, tap the right toes out and bring in the knee in, and then start to bring the left arm as well. So you can tap the opposite hand, opposite knee, pushing through the heel. Try and focus on pressing your tongue on the roof of your mouth and have a small gap between your teeth. And take your time to fully extend your leg out and push your fingertips as far away as you can. And really try and push just past that comfort zone so you get that slight little shake. You're like, whoa, so you can really feel the core switching on. Last one. Take a deep breath. Breath in, exhale. We're going to come down onto our tummies. Untuck your toes. I like my feet quite wide. Fingertips at your temples. Push your hips into the floor. Soften your thighs and you're going to lift up. And we're looking for a mild sensation in your lower back and lowering down. Inhale to lift. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale down. Now, if this feels quite comfortable, you can lift the legs up and then lower down, but maybe don't touch the floor with the legs. So inhale, eyes are looking down, elbows out wide, and down. And again, soften the teeth. Maybe have a small gap between the upper teeth and the lower teeth. Tongues pressing on the roof of the mouth. 2 more of these. We're going to hold this next one up if we can. Maybe lift your legs up. Eyes are looking down. Maybe you take your arms out wide if you like. Hold in for 5. Lift the thighs up higher. Lift the chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Push back child's pose to counter that. Toes together. Knees can be together apart and just stretching the lower back. Just taking some deep breaths in. Exhale. You can take longer rest and pause the video, or we're going to come onto our sides on the left. Left elbow in with shoulder. Either bend your left leg and straighten your right and lift up at your hip, side plank, or you can put both feet together, lift it up. Option, if you want to make it a bit more intense, you can lift the top leg off. And we're just going to be holding, try and relax your bottom hand, maybe open the palm. Lift your hip up. Imagine there's a silver hook and it's hooked your hip and it's pulling you up to the sky. 5 more seconds. Stay connected to your breathing at your belly. Relax everywhere else. And then try not to go down in the center of your knees. And I'm just going to rotate to the other side. So either right knee can be on the floor, left leg out long. Option to lift the top leg. So you want to create space between your shoulders and your neck. Option to lift that top leg. Open the hands on both hands. Micro bend in your leg if your leg is straight. Hold in for 5, 4. Lift your hip up a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. So you can come back to a child's pose and take rest, or we can go straight into that second round. So if you need rest, I'd recommend pausing the video. For this time, I'm going to bring my left leg out like we did before, and I'm going to increase by bringing a weight in. So I'm going to punch forwards as the leg goes out, and as the leg comes in, opposite knee, opposite hand, and extend. Micro bend in your front elbow. Pushing through your back heel like you're closing a door. Toes are pointing down. If the foot's turned out, try and have the foot facing towards the floor. Inhale, open the body. Small bend in your front knee. And I'm looking for a nice stretch in your left hip flexor, where your left hip bone is. Last one. And we're going to try and hold this out. Maybe you take the arm out diagonally and the leg out diagonally. 5, 4, eyes are down. 3, 2, and switch sides. So, opposite leg to opposite arm. Knee comes in and extending it out. Micro bending that front elbow. Whew, I'm already sweating. So push through the back heel. Remember, close the door with the foot. Soften the jaw. Breathe at your belly. You can tap the floor with the toes if you need to. Last 3, 2. Hold this one out if you can. Take the leg out, maybe diagonally on the arm. Maybe lift it a bit higher. 3, 2, 1. Okay, coming down. Okay, this time, either fingertips at your temples like before, or we're going to lift up, extend the arms out, maybe lift the legs up. I like to bend my knees sometimes like I'm skydiving. Legs go back, fingers come in. So this is an option. You can come up, arms out, bend. Maybe you want to tap your ankles and then come back round. If this is too much, you can just stay with what we did before, which is where we lifted and then lowered. So you want a mild pressure on your lower back, and that space between not too much, not too little, but enough that you can feel that you're working rather than straining. So on this next one, holding up, holding out, maybe you bend, maybe you lift up higher, maybe lift your thighs off. 3, 2, 1. Coming down, child's pose stretch to counter. Inhale, exhale. An option if you want to bring the weight in for the side plank. So you want your, I'm on my left side, left elbow in line with left shoulder and left elbow in line with the wrist. Palm is open like you're going to shake someone's hand. Either bend the left knee at the bottom or lengthen. So we're going to lift the arm up, option to have the weight here. Roll the hips so they're stacked. Maybe lift the leg a bit higher. So lift the hip up like there's a hook on it. Smile. 3. Lift that hip up. 2. 2.4 thousand billion. See if you can not go down when you change sides. So I'm going to the other side. Stack your elbow, your wrists, open your palms, lifting up the hip, lift up that bottom leg. Noticing what side maybe feels a bit more stable or challenging. And if your head's collapsed down, see if you can create space between your shoulders and your neck. Crown of the head's extending far away from your toes as possible. 3, 2, 1. Taking a little rest. Maybe take a child's pose. Just taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. We're just going to finish with one cheeky little set. So option to bring the weight in again. I'm going to do right leg, left arm. And this time I'm going to take them out, diagonal, in and back. If that's too much, you can do without the weight. You can take it out to the side. The arm goes out to the side as well if you like, and then bringing it in. The weight's just an option. You can also hold a pillow and taking it out. So stay with the breathing. If your lower back is arching, try and keep that spine quite straight by tuck your tailbone in and imagine someone was going to come and tickle your belly. So you tense it, but you stay breathing. And on this next one, take the arm out, maybe take the leg out diagonally, hold in for 5. Eyes are down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. If you do this video again, so option, arm out, you could try challenging yourself doing the same side leg as the same side arm. That will challenge your balance a lot more. So stay with your breathing. So the leg and arm come out and they move diagonally away. However, if that's too much, you can stay with that forward motion and back motion like we began with. So there's always options for you, and you work at an intensity that works for you. So on this next one, holding the arm and leg out, maybe diagonally, hips facing down. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bringing the weight out the way. This time, if you like, so you can either come up, lifting up the arms and the chest and the legs, or you can lift up, palms up, and we're going to pulse here. So we're going to go down and up with the hands here. Eyes are down. Now, if that's too much, keep the feet on the floor, or you can come back and pulse hands at temples. So we're just looking for that mild sensation in your lower back. So it's strengthening, toning, and lengthening at the same time. 3, legs up high if you can. 2, option, stay up and bend your knees, and maybe you take hold of your ankles and lift up, flex your toes coming into bow. Relax your teeth, coming down, coming back. I'm going to start with the right side this time in that side. Option like we did before, any of the options, or you can lift up and you can lift up your knee and maybe you bring your knee in and extend your arm over your ear or up to the sky. If that's too much, you can hold. It's totally up to you. So it's the last little bit. Last one. Stay breathing, relax your neck. See if you can change sides without laying on the floor. Stack your wrists, your elbows. So in and up, maybe over your arm. So just be mindful if you're taking the arm over your ear, that the shoulder may not be as stable. So you may want to just go straight up to the sky. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo. Just take a little child's pose. Just taking some deep breaths in. You may even want to go back to what we did in that little warm-up at the beginning and just circle the hips round a couple of times and then the other way. There is a fall down video link below. Please drink plenty of water. Hope you enjoyed today's session. Let me know how you got on, and I'll see you soon for your next one. Well done.